All I'm saying is that I have seen governments come and go under this electoral commission. And this time, in the will of the people, which I believe is Dr. Baumia, it's going to happen. If in God's thinking and in the will of the people, according to, I don't know the future, it is JM, it will happen. It's not G Mensa.
Okay. All right.
It's not G Mensa.
All right.
Madam.
No. It's the same G Mensa-led electoral commission, which, for the first time in the history of Ghana, disenfranchised a whole constituency.
4 traditional areas.
4 traditional areas, the good people of Sal. Okoboy should tell what he's saying to the Marines. I'm sorry, we are discussing serious issues here. Jean Mensa, the woman who declared the 2020 presidential election results, issued a press release in less than 24 hours to correct her own declaration. Please, I didn't help you when you were speaking. Issued a press release to correct that declaration. And after, no, I'm not joking, Yoko. Don't speak down to me, don't laugh with me. These are serious matters. If you, this is not comedy. This is serious. Oko, please, let me make my, no.
1 second.
Oko boy, no, you can't do that. Let me make my point. You've had your time, let me make my point. Let me make your, you use your time to just go round in circles, wasting time. Let me make my point. No. Let me make my point, please. That EC that declared a presidential result issued a press release to correct their own declaration for the first time in the history of Ghana, and actually came back again to correct their own correction. Is the Electoral Commission that you please let me make my point. What's the meaning of that? I was quiet because I was waiting for this. Don't do that. Look, we are friends, but don't do that. This is a serious matter, please. You understand? So, if this EC, despite assurances to the contrary, can disenfranchise the people of SAR and can do the things we have seen them do in this country, you are saying that we should trust that everything will be fine? Well, where were you when Bawumia was holding press conferences and fora talking about 76,000 Togolese on the register and calling for an audit? Where were you when Charlotte Osei, despite clear evidence that showed that that claim by Bawumia was contrived? Despite that, Charlotte Osei gave you the benefit of the doubt and established the Justice VCRAC CRAB Committee. Where were you? At least you were given a hearing. A platform was created for you to be heard, for the matters to be probed, and that is why we determined that that claim that over 80,000 Togolese were on our register was a lie. So even with your flimsy, contrived, bogus allegation, you had the Charlotte Osei EC indulging you and at least giving you an audit of a sort. Because the only way that committee was able to establish that we didn't have Togolese on the register was through an audit. And today you are sitting here. You are sitting here. Please, let me make my point.
They said Togo didn't give them a register.
Where were you when
Charlotte Osei didn't do an audit?
Okoboy.
No, I'm correcting.
Don't do that.
Do you have a report on the audit?
So wait for your time and then do your correction.
Hey, are you the one saying
wait for your time.
Okay.
Where were you when G Mensa in October 2015 was calling for an audit into the register based on your bogus claims about Togolese being on the register? Where were you? So please don't come and sermonize us about we trusting the Electoral Commission. We won Asin North because of the same vigilance we are displaying today. We won Asin North because we ensured that the register was credible. And we are winning the 2024 election because we will ensure the register is credible. Now, number one, he doesn't even understand the issues he's talking about. He says that the reason why...
Sammy, we're wrapping up.
I'm wrapping up. The reason why we do exhibition is so that we can detect errors. So the errors, the issues we have detected. How did we detect them? We detected them during what period? Registration or Christmas? We detected them during exhibition.
And they'll be fixed.
Despite the fact that the registration, the voters register was given to us at the 11th hour, we still detected it. So when you come and sit here and argue that, oh, the whole essence of exhibition is so that you can detect these issues, you are only endorsing what we have done. But the second part, which is what you are not speaking to, is that some of the things we have detected go beyond exhibition. Okay, but if you don't know, go and read CI 91. The whole essence of exhibition is this. Look, I'm reading CI 91 to you. Any registered voter may inspect in fact, the first provision says, the commission shall cause the provisional register of voters of each polling station to be displayed for public inspection at the registration center for the period that the commission may, by notice in the Gazette, specify. During the exhibition period, any registered voter may inspect, listen to the purpose of exhibition, may inspect the provisional register of voters to ascertain that the particulars of that voter's identification card, the particulars on that voter's identification card are the same as the particulars contained in the provisional register of voters. And in case of any discrepancy, request the exhibition officer to make the necessary correction in the provisional register. This is the primary reason. You go with your ID card to ensure that the particulars on it, your age, your name, the spelling, everything is in the register. It is not during exhibition that you go and detect whether the EC has a liveliness test at their district offices. Come on. How will you be able to know at the polling station that those who transferred their votes at the district office went through a liveliness test? How can voter exhibition detect that?
They will complain.
So you don't understand what you are talking about, and you are trivializing serious issues.
If they move you
Number two, the issues about misspelling of names, objections and claims are resolved through the exhibition process. Some go through adjudication at the district level, it goes to the regional level, and it can even end in court. Okay? But issues about illegal transfers, transferring people without the basic check, that is a liveliness test, all these acts of criminality cannot be resolved through exhibition. You can read the law and show me what provision can resolve that. Through an audit. That is how you resolve that. Number three, we had now exhibition has ended, and yet all these issues are coming up. The EC even says that they are not done correcting the errors, and they are calling for us to bring our data so that they effect corrections. What provision under voter exhibition provides for that? That is not part of voter exhibition. You understand? Because the exhibition has ended. And what is going on, district adjudication has taken place. Now they are at the regional level. So the issues we are talking about cannot be corrected through that process. So you are missing the issues. Then he says that, oh, we have 276 constituencies, but if it happens only in 5 constituencies, who told you that it happened only in 5 constituencies, so it is insignificant? In any case, even if it happened in 1 constituency, it is an issue, because it will have a bearing on who wins that constituency in terms of presidential and especially parliamentary. In Pusiga, do you know the margin between the NDC candidate and the MPP candidate in 2020? 62. So if they are able to illegally transfer people, the 38, and we have found more, can that have a bearing on the election? In 2008, the difference between the Kufuor and Atameos was 40,000 votes.
Okay.
Today we are talking about irregularities, anomalies, errors on the scale of 300,000 and over. Finally, Doc, he says that if district officers have login codes, and that should call for an audit, then we should do an audit every year. The call for an audit is not based on the fact that district officers have login codes. It is based on the fact that many district returning officers of the EC have been found to have transferred people illegally in their absence and without their knowledge. Look, you have done this work for well over 2 decades. I lie. You've sat in this chair for well over 2 decades.
Almost 3.
Even sat in couches. Have you ever, under Afarijan, under Charlotte Osei, did you ever hear that people who have never been to districts have been transferred from their district to another district in another region in their absence? What is that? What is that? I don't know what you kind of question. And why will you say the truth? Because you're a beneficiary of this criminality. And so, Doc, look, lastly, let me say this. It is not true that there is anything called re-exhibition. Exhibition is done once. Now, if you go...
it says that if you go to the office,
Who told them?
Oblige you.
He doesn't even know what he's talking about. Somebody who has been an MP. Because of politics, Okoboy today is sitting here and feigning ignorance about things he knows. Why will you do this to yourself? Once we do exhibition, claims and objections go through adjudication. That process is a very long process. District level, regional level, court. When they finish, the register goes through certification. Certification is a long process. And what the law says is that 21 days after the certification of the register should be given to political parties. That is why sometimes the certified register is given to political parties few days to the election. That is why. So even the political parties and the presidential candidates get to see the final register at the 11th hour. So that if all these things we are talking about are not corrected through an audit, at that time it will be too late for the NDC and the affected persons to have a remedy. It will be too late by the time the certified register is ready. And that is why Kodio is adding their voice to our call. Chiefs are doing same. Imani is doing same. It is only you who know you have failed and yet want to rig the election, who want to take advantage of the system. And you are opposing a very simple audit.
This electoral commission conducted
that we are calling for.
Conducted elections and I won. This same electoral commission conducted elections and I lost. So I've had dealings with them. I'll not be like those who would go at a body because they didn't get what they want. So let me once again reiterate. It's not wrong to point out issues, but you should be careful not to be dictating to the one you are pointing out the issues, how it should be solved. And by the way, we easily forget things. The electoral commission is not above the law. For those who have forgotten, a citizen of this country took the electoral commission to court. And that citizen had Afenyo Markin as their lawyer. The EC was asked by the courts to stop the whole process. Go back, fix a problem, and come back. If you have overwhelming evidence, if you're a viewer, if this EC tries to disenfranchise even one citizen, you don't even need to go and pay for a lawyer, and you come to me, whether you are NDC or MPP. One person can stop this commission from conducting December 7th. This is how powerful our constitution is. Some have forgotten.
The South people have been in court for almost 4 years, only for the court to tell them after 3.5 years that he has no jurisdiction. That he has no jurisdiction.
Thank you.
No, that he has no jurisdiction. Very painful.
Thank you very much.
Special greetings to all teachers in the Lejekuku municipality. I met them. We had some nice conversations, and I appealed to them to support Dr. Koboy to come back so that we can get a lot of attention on our challenges. So, special greetings.
Is that all what happened?
Oh, Doc, we fraternized. It's an English word. It means that a lot of things happened.
There were exchanges.
Not fiscal exchanges. Look, special greetings also to First Lady. I was with her yesterday. We had to
Auntie Becky.
We had to discuss some impending projects, and she's still looking very beautiful. And she was with Mrs. Obichebi Lamte, the wife.
Look, you're giving 5 minutes for greetings.
It's not 5 minutes.
This man has bought 10 times.
30 seconds.
Let's commend the voices of conscience, the CSOs who are joining this call for a credible register. Like the African Electoral Institute, they are all joining the call for a credible register. Let's use the time for that.
Those times when I greet, Phyllis will say, why are you wasting time on all this? When you wait for private, you learn how to greet. So please.
But the people you are greeting are not your constituents.
Yes, and then who else?
And the position you wanted, they have given it to you already. So stop the greeting and let's use the airtime.
Chief of Staff
is expressing gratitude.
Yes.
In fact, the Galamsey people are here.
Chief of Staff.
If you don't have anything.
Madam Freeman.
The Minerals Commission, sorry.
Madam Freeman. Madam Freeman. And then finally, all the engineers. Doc.
I mean, they are the ones regulating.
Doc. Engineer Godfred Amu.
Yes.
Director of Urban Roads.
Yes.
Engineer Adoma.
Okay. Are you the Minister of Roads?
Chief Abbas.
It means that it's lobbying them to be doing something for it.
As we speak, with their help, the Nat Hostel Sankara Road is being done.
All right.
The next one is Kamturu.
Ayiku is still winning, by the way.
Thank you very
much.
Ayiku
is still winning. But Doc.
Benjamin Ayiku.
Benjamin Ayiku. That's the man. That's the MP and the incoming MP. But Doc, we can laugh and do everything, talk, but I beg. There's a very, very serious matter. And I want to commend you and your crew for the time you have dedicated to this matter throughout the week. And it is my hope that other voices of conscience, progressive forces, citizens will join. I've seen the Christian Council, or is it the eminent group of something? Men of God.
Apostolic Fathers.
Yeah, the Apostolic Fathers. They've issued a statement, which is good. We want all of them to speak up because the EC should just allow for this audit if they have nothing to hide, so that we can all make progress. 2024 is crucial. Let's have free, fair, credible, peaceful election.